Bum 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 bottom bum bottom bum 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 bottom bum bottom bottom bum bum ba da da dum bum bum ba da da dum bum bum bottom bum bottom. Hello everybody, my name is Verax and welcome to my blind let's play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. So, how are you all? Hope you're doing good. Really excited for this. Like I say, completely blind. I have never even pushed this button before. But just so you guys know sort of what to expect in this let's play. I'm going to upload this on Tuesdays and Thursdays on my channel. The episodes are going to be about 30 minutes each. I'm going to record for an hour a session, so very similar to what I currently do with The Witcher 2, and that format seems to work pretty well, except for this one I thought I'll split it up and put it on weekdays. I had a lot of trouble trying to get this game to record, but I managed to do it via OBS, my streaming software, and running it in a window, and that captures both the games and the movies. So that's really just help with that. Hopefully everything will be okay, everything looks alright, everything sounds great, but of course I've been limited with the tests that I can do. So what I'll do is that I'll stop after about half an hour, so after this episode, if you like, check the recording, see if everything's alright, and then continue. So when it comes to you guys, I'm going to humbly ask that you don't spoil anything for me in the game. I appreciate gameplay hints and tips like that, but when it comes to spoilers and giving me advice which leads to unfair advantages within the game, you know, such as don't talk to him because he double crosses you later, etc, etc, I'd rather not know about that. I do try and roleplay my games, if you don't already know, and so we'll be playing in character. This is a role-playing game after all, but honestly that is about the only thing I know about it. I have already played the first game, but it was a number of years ago, and so the details of it are kind of sketchy in my head. I remember something about a Star Forge and other kind of stuff going on. I don't even know if you're supposed to be playing the same character in this or a different one. I think I remember my character from the first game, but I don't know whether that continues or what. I know nothing about this game at all. Like I said, I haven't even pressed the new game button, so it's all new and exciting. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and please be respectful in the comments, and we should hopefully have a good, jolly good time. I'm going to be quite slow-paced, methodical. It's kind of like what I tend to do nowadays, especially with this sort of thing. Playing a game blind when I get the most out of it and everything. So, but I probably will infuriate you at some point, and like I said, probably not play as efficiently as I can because I try and roleplay characters and stuff. I am, of course, using the restored content mod, which I installed via Steam. I installed the English version as opposed to the Spanish version, which I almost did, which wouldn't do much help as I only know about 6 words of Spanish, and I don't think I'll have to ask where the toilet is or what the bill is for the restaurant in this game, so that's a good thing. If you have any other things that you think I should install, any bug fixes or anything that I should really know about, let me know now, and yeah, I should be able to sort of like get them into the game relatively quickly. Alright then, so without further ado, I'm going to press a new game and we're going to see how this thing kind of goes. So wish me luck guys, because it's starting. Hope you enjoy it. Oh yeah, okay. I actually expected a cutscene there, but no, so we've got Guardians, Sentinels, and Consulars this time, whereas before I think we had Scoundrels, something else, and Warriors. Let's see. Okay, so Consular. Jedi Consulars are masters of the Force and spend less time on combat training, recommended for advanced players only. Oh, that sounds like a challenge. Sentinels are well balanced and possess many skills. And a Guardian focuses on combat training and lightsaber mastery. So this is the soldier, basically. This looks like more a force-based stuff, so it's the mage, I reckon. And we have the all-in-one sort of guy. I might even play a female character, because this obviously is different than the original game. You're not the same person as you were in the first game, which is good. I like that. Of course, I gave no real prior thought about what I wanted to be, so I haven't played a female character in quite a while in games. I think the last one is probably Fallout 3 or even my Baldur's Gate 2 solo, which doesn't really count. So possibly I could go for a... You know, the Sentinel seems a bit like a cop-out. You know, possess many skills, well-balanced, but, you know, master of none type thing. So I'm really tempted about the Jedi Consular, Masters of the Force, and spend less time on combat training. But I'll have companions, one eye, and I'll be able to throw them out while I, you know, you do the dirty work, and I'll stand back and cast Force Lightning and stuff on you. I will say as well that I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I don't mind it, you know, I've seen the films, etc., and I have enjoyed them, but I wouldn't really count myself as a major fan of the series. But I like it enough to play this game, because, you know, it's come highly recommended. So, I'm going to be a consular, I am. Recommended for advanced players only. Well, I finished the first game a couple of years ago, so hell, you know, and I think this is based on D&D, and I'm familiar with that. This looks very similar in that kind of thing going on, though. This is all... I wouldn't say it's new, it wasn't as pronounced in the first game. Select this option. Alright, this one. Okay, if your character's creation have it handled for you, you'll only choose your character's appearance and name, or we can customize our character. Every aspect of your character, this includes your attributes, skills, and feats, as well as your appearance and name. Oh yeah. So, the first one is our portrait. Let's see what we're going to look like. How many choices have we got? They're all kind of... I was going to say they're all similar, but... There's more choices here than there was in the first game. Yeah, there is. There's quite a few. Quite diverse. Right, where's that black-haired one? She caught my eye. There you go. Let's be her. That's our face for the next 30, 40, 50 hours of gameplay. That is our face. Attributes. Oh god, okay. Attributes of your character apply bonuses or penalties to everything from combat to skill checks and to force powers. Check each attribute to see what aspects of gameplay it can affect. Strength. Alright, so everything's at -1 right now, so this is using the 3rd edition, I think. Rules for D&D. Strength measures physical power. High strength adds modifiers to melee damage and chances to hit, which is important for characters that use close combat weapons. So we'll leave that for now. My only worry about this sort of thing is that I'm going to enter a duel with somebody who's really ace at combat, and I'll be like, no. But I'll be able to use force powers on them, I guess. So we'll leave that one for now. I got 30 points. That's quite high, I think. Of course, when I add it, it will cost more than 1 point, won't it? No. Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. So I can just add 30 points, because the more points you have in something, the more points it takes to increase it. Alright, that makes sense. And we get dexterity. Dexterity measures agility and reflexes. A high dexterity adds modifiers to range attack rolls, blasters, and increases the character's defense, making them harder to hit. Now, this is something I could do, because when I'm not launching lightning and stuff and whatnot, I can be shooting. Constitution represents health and resiliency. A high constitution adds modifiers to the vitality points gained by each level up. So vitality is basically hit points. Constitution also determines what types of implants the character can equip. Well, important for all classes. Yeah, implants. I remember those. They're quite useful, aren't they? Okay, intelligence represents knowledge and reasoning. A high intelligence adds modifiers to the number of points the character can spend on essential skills. I think that's stuff like lockpicking, disabling traps and stuff like that. Am I right? Sort of stuff like that, you know. Wisdom represents willpower and perception. Higher wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi force points, which is what we need, and force power saving rolls. The force powers of a Jedi with high wisdom are also much harder to resist. Cool. So I'll be going into that. High charisma increases the potency of the character's force powers. Now, it also reduces the penalty when using force powers of opposing alignment. A light side character with a high charisma can use dark side powers with less of a penalty. And a high charisma also improves your companion's chance to hit. That implies there's only one companion. Finally, charisma influences characters' persuade skill. So these two, I think, will buff quite high. It actually seems to be like this is the most important, these two, and then it sort of like goes down in terms of importance. So let's get these to reasonable levels. Reasonable be like freaking high, apparently, in my opinion. See, I don't know if I'll be able to increase these at all in the game. Would be helpful to know that. That leaves me with... Oh, okay. I've got 0 points left. Let's go. So, dexterity +1. So, I've got a bonus with that. Intelligence is a +1 bonus. These two are +3 bonuses. Because obviously, force powers is my kind of thing. It's my dealio. So, being able to do that will be quite useful. And I don't know whether I'm going to be light side or dark side. I don't really know how this game works, kind of thing. You know, so, you know, whether there's a clear choice or whether it's kind of mix and match and stuff. And because I don't really know what I want to do, but I want to have access to as many skills as possible, I think I'll go with charisma. It also helps my companions chance to hit and increases my persuade skill, which I found in these sort of games, especially the first game, was extremely freaking useful. So I do want to, you know, it's like. Plus, I love this. The thing that I love most about the Jedi, I gotta say, is when you can bend them to your will. So it's like, you will, I'm not allowed to let you in here. You're not allowed to come in here. And I'm like, you are allowed to let me in. I am allowed to let you in. Go in. You know, I love that. So I want to be doing some of that. I say my character's pretty smart and pretty dexterous. So I think I might go with this one. Strength takes a hit, but I mean, I could do this. So that... No, I can't. Nope. Or I could do that. Constitution, yeah, it's my character. Oh, what's tempting. Again, it would be really handy if I knew if I could increase attributes. But I guess you can equip things to do that. In which case, it might be a nice idea to add more to Constitution, because that's exactly what implants do, as far as I remember. But of course, I can be wrong. I'm only guessing. I might go with that though, you know, Constitution's pretty, you know, it's average. I might see what they recommend. 16, 16, 12, 10, 12. Really now? More an average sort of build? I don't think I'll need these massive bonuses, but I really want them. So no, screw you. I'm doing what I want. I've got one. No, minus. Have we lost one there? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. I've decided. It's what I'm gonna do. Skills. So defense is 13. Vitality is 6. No, well, I suppose it's hit points. Level 1 character. So yeah, that makes sense. Fortitude, reflex, willpower saves. Not sure what defense is, to be honest with you. Armor class. Again, I know D&D, we're not that well. Skills. Okay, each of your character's skills has a number associated with it. This is a skill rank and determines how good a character is with that skill. When using a skill to perform an action, the rank is compared to a difficulty check, DC number, for example. To open a lock with a DC of 15, you take your skill in security, plus wisdom modifier, plus D20 roll. Okay. Until it's 15 or greater, it's open. So class skills are in. Okay, so yeah, computer use, demolition, stealth. This all comes back to me. Treat injuries and stuff. Persuasion, I want. So only the main player character can select the skill during level up. So I think that's what we should be doing, really. Persuade options differ in dialogue, appear in dialogue when interesting or sensitive information is available. That a character might otherwise be reluctant to reveal. When selected, ranking the skill is compared with how extreme the request is. The guard might easily agree to increase the bounty, but convincing him to leave his post would be much harder, I see. Okay, bump that up. Awareness governs the ability of a character to spot objects or enemies hidden by stealth. If a successful check in this skill is made against the stealth skill of an enemy or DC of a mine, the enemy or object is noticed. So I don't know whether my character will be that into that, but then again, let's see, charisma, wisdom, intelligence, wisdom. Treat injury improves the amount of damage healed when the med pack is used, adding modified rank to the number of vitality points healed. Advanced med packs and life support packs may apply multipliers to the user's skill, increasing the amount healed again. So I think my character's going to be more of a support class, so I think it might be quite a good thing. But because she's support class, I'm not sure whether awareness will be that. I suppose she should be at the front anyway, won't she? So, okay. Repair allows a character to fix disabled mechanical devices like droids using disposable packages of parts. The number of part kits required increases with the difficulty of the repair. This skill reduces the number of parts required by 1 to a minimum of 1 for every 4 points total, including the attribute score modifiers. The skill also modifies the amount of vitality points recovered when party member droids use repair kits, advanced repair kits, and construction kits on themselves to repair combat damage. So we can bump, like, we can have this on 2 and this up to 4. And I won't bother with stealth, demolitions, computer use, and security because I'm kind of vaguely assuming that I'll have other characters who can do that sort of thing. Like, might be a stealthy sort of character who can do security and computer use, for example, or something like that. So we'll go with that and see what happens. I'm honestly thinking that my character will be more a healer than a repairer. Just getting that sort of vibe. Feats. Okay. Some feats allow you to use special items like heavy armor. Other feats modify saving throws and skill checks during the game. And some feats are used during combat. Check the description for details of a specific feat. You have granted the following feats. Light armor, critical strike, flurry, power attack. This all looks very familiar. I forgot to turn Skype off just a second. Oops-a-daisy me. I am in do not disturb. Okay. My fault. I can use a blaster pistol, blaster rifle, lightsabers, melee weapons, Jedi defense, and force focus. And I'm a war veteran already. Christ. What does that do? What does war veteran do? Where is that? Where's that? Where's the Jedi force focus? I cannot see it. Maybe it's sort of elsewhere. So I don't think. Yeah. Wookiees and droids cannot wear armor suits. See, heavy armor. I don't know whether I'm going to be that armored. Okay, so I can have caution. This feat gives a +1 skill points to both demolitions and stealth. No, it's not really something that supports what she has. Empathy is quite nice. Persuade, awareness, and treat injury. She has all those. Gear head, repair, security, and computer use. I have 1 feat to choose from, so let's make it a force power, shall we? What's this? Melee weapons, Jedi defense. To deflect energy-based blaster bolts anytime as long as they have a lightsaber equipped. Which I'm not sure I will. At least not at first. This feat adds +2 to the difficulty class for all saving throws against the character's force powers. I can't get this one yet, can I? Because I need prerequisites. Of some kind. I need to be level 6. Okay, that makes sense. Where's the thing that lets me convince people to love me? Maybe that's not quite yet. Maybe that's a different section. I think empathy might be a nice thing. So I think my character, because she has empathy and healing and stuff, might be quite a nice person. And because she's not too well conditioned, like in terms of her constitution. She's quite frail, but is very focused in what she does, which is force powers and stuff. Especially, I think, force powers of the mind. I'm just kind of brainstorming right now. Just thinking about things, see sniper shot and stuff, and rapid shot, and I remember all these, and power attacks and stuff like that. Let's go with empathy, because that gives us more persuade, awareness, and treat injury. So we're a very good healer, persuasive sort of person. And there are no force powers here that I can see. I can't really get these yet anyway, so there's no point really looking at them. No, we'll leave that for now. I'll try and focus on one thing. I can always diversify later in the game if I kind of need to. We'll see who we meet. I mean, I might find a nice computer-related guy or girl who I want to hang out with in the game. Okay, so our name. Hello. We should have thought of this as well, shouldn't I? Kill it, Jacus, Tina, Nemis, Kiri, Bree. Bree's quite good. It's Brea though. Why don't we call ourselves Bree? Bree? That's cheese though, isn't it? I mean, come on. Alright, we'll go with Ayana. That's the name that I've used for characters before, and I quite like that name. Ayana. Alright, Ayana Mauve? Ayana Sar. There you go, we'll go with that. Ayana Sar is our name. We've done it. So there's our character. So 8 strength, 12 dexterity, constitution's 10, intelligence 12, wisdom and charisma 16, 6 vitality, 13 defense, fortitude, reflex and willpower. Oh well, 2, 2 and 5 respectively. That's what we look like, and we have some attributes and skills and feats and stuff. Play!